Hey there guys, Fabian Ratzak here and welcome. This time showing you a new Amalgam Tonex capture set. This is the MPEG number 5, which features heavy amps, high gain amps basically, and some of the best high gain amps you can actually buy. And now you have them all captured for all your high gain needs. So without further ado, I'm using the input gain as always, dialing in my interface so that it doesn't clip, and having the input on the software at noon, so nothing changed. And yes, I also included with every preset, I created a noise gate because these are high gain amps and you don't want to hear a lot of noise with these. I will adjust them sometimes, maybe if it's too much or if it's too low. So yes, that's basically all I have to say right now for the moment. And also there's a reverb. I'm using always a plate reverb with some settings you can see here, and I will engage it when it's time for, or when I think, okay, this is cool, maybe with some reverb. I have a 7-string from K-Pro. It's a very, very nice high gain guitar with 7 strings. It's always cool because we have high gain amps and sometimes we need the 7-string. And also you can hear how it reacts to lower register guitars. And I also have my trusty Les Paul, which I will also use to show you that it also works very nice with standard tuning or drop D. Depends on the amp. And yes, without further ado, let's start right away. And the first amp we're going to try is the Engel Powerball, featuring Mesa Boogie cabinet 4x12 with V30s. And as always, the Amalgam IRs are killer. And the good thing here with the MPEG, these are DI captures, so you can use whatever IR you like. And at the end, I will also try out some different IRs because Carlis this time really searched for some versatility when it comes to high gain captures. So we're going to start with the Engel Powerball gain balanced DI, high gain Engel Powerball. So let's see what's happening here. Very nice, I like the Engel ball because it has such a cold metal tone. So that's perfect for this. That was the 7-string. Maybe we should try it with a Les Paul, how this sounds. Some standard tuning, because we also need standard tunings in metal. Let's go to the bridge. And it definitely chucks. So that's all important for these metal guys. These captures definitely chuck. Also depends on the amp. Let's try the next one, the Engel Powerball gain to fat. While I'm having the Les Paul, I'm going to start with the Les Paul. No blues. Also very nice with the Les Paul. But let's get back to the 7-string guitar. Let's hear how the fat sounds with the 7-string. Sounds really nice. Let's try the fat one with a kind of maybe some kind of plate reverb. and some soloing. All right, let's try this out. It also works really nice for lead tones as well. If you like it a little bit brighter and more cold, this amp is killer for you. Right, let's do the next one, which is a Friedman BE100. And this is also one of my favorite amps because it's I love this Friedman tones. So let's check this one out without any reverb first, and let's try the 7-string. Why not? Definitely very nice. I would say it's a little bit more rock tone, but we all love good rock tones. Let's try this one with a Les Paul. I think this really shines with a Les Paul. Really liking this tone. That sounds nice. Kurz Pause zum Stimmen. So that sounded really nice. Let's try the Friedman in the gain number 3, and it's scooped. So let's see how this works. Really nice. I love it because it's a killer Friedman tone. Let's try this one with a little bit of reverb. So why didn't he save my reverb settings? Anyway, so let's try this with a little bit of reverb and the neck pickup. Also very nice tone. Let's go to the next one, and while I'm holding the Les Paul in the hands, let's try a really nice amp, the Framus Cobra, also with the Mesa cabinet, and yeah, let's see what this thing rocks. But let's drop the really nice. Let's try it with a bright setting. thing. That's a really killer high gain tone with a Les Paul. Let's try this amp, the Framus Cobra, with a 7-string, because I can imagine this would really nice, cut really nice. Let's at first do the bright we did before with the Les Paul. Really nice, really tight and heavy. Let's try the balanced one. I think this is a little bit more warmer. Also really nice. I think this one is really cool when using some reverb and try to play some leads. This time, let's do some play reverb and let's try. Fantastic. I really like this Dragon. It should be more played, I think. I think there was a time when these were used a little bit more, but definitely a great sound. All right, the next one is a classic one. It's a really classic one. It's a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier. With these amps, there is an important information we all know maybe, and that's these amps need a tube screamer in front, otherwise they will just pumping and low. So to demonstrate this, I'll use the 7-string without any booster. There's not much, there is gain, of course, but there's a different structure with these amps. But the good thing, if I'm now using, let me see how this works. That's definitely a little bit tricky with these audio settings here. And I'm using another instance of Tonex inside this just before the amp. And I will use now also from Amalgam Audio. There will be a release soon of the of some pedals. And this one is Ibanez 808 Boost. So this one we all know and love. I can't share the screen because for some reasons my software doesn't do this. I don't know why. I'm really sorry, but it's basically an Amalgam Audio capture of Ibanez Tube Screamer Boost 808. Let's hear it without first. Let's engage it. I think now this amp really shines because the dual rectifier seems to need a tube screamer in front. All right, let's go. Let's see how this works. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's try the gain stage 3, what it offers at first without the tube screamer. More gain. Let's engage the tube screamer. that's a dual rectifier. Love it. Let's try this one also with a Les Paul, because it's very common to use this. I will leave the tube screamer on from now for the dual rectifier, because I think this sounds That's nice. Let's try the gain number 2 with a little less gain. Killer. Sounds really nice. Let's disengage the tube screamer for now, and let's go to the 2C Plus. And this is basically a package Carly's also released some time ago. I mean, what can you tell? The 2C Plus is a classic for a reason. Let's try this one with a Les Paul at first. I'm in dropped D, sorry. The balance setting, let's go to the bright. Also killer. Let's try to engage the tube screamer again. So as you can see, these tube screamers always work nice with high gain amps, because they're cleaning it up a little bit, adding some more mids and filtering the bass out a little bit, and makes them playing nice and fluid. So this is really cool. Let's try the Mesa Mark IIc Plus with a 7-string, because also this is a classic. Let's try it first, the bright setting. Right one. Let's try the balanced one. Also, I'm very curious how this sounds with the tube screamer in front. Let's try. Again, this works nice. So Carly's, please release that pedal capture set. He will be releasing it soon, and I think he will do it also in series. We will find out. Let's go to the next amp, which is a Mesa Boogie Mark IV, and this is also a classic one. We're gonna play with a 7-string first. Also really nice, really a little bit different than a 2C Plus, a little bit more modern. Love it. Let's try the drive balance. Also really nice for complex chords because the structure of this amp allows it to play big voicings, and that sounds killer amp. Let's go for the Mark V, which is basically a little bit more compressed, I guess, a little bit different. Let's try this one. Very dark, very mellow. I love it. Let's try the gain 3, which offers a little bit more gain. Let's try this with a little bit of reverb. This one with the Les Paul, actually. It's always, the 7th string is really new to me, so I'm sorry. Needs more practice. All right. So for this rock metal soloing stuff, the Mesa Mark V is really nice. Enjoying this. Let's go to the next capture, which is Marshall JCM 2000 DSL, and this is basically a classic one because I think every one of us played this because it's always a spare amp, and also the big names like Scott Henderson always like to play these JCM 2000s for reasons, because they're great amps and they're very versatile. And in this package, I hope also Carlis will release a capture set from it alone, because it's a great amp, great rock amp, and offers all the Marshall tones in a box basically. So let's try the gain balance number 2 at first with a Les Paul, because I think this is suits really well. Let's try it. Yes, that's a Marshall tone, really bitey and angry like a Marshall should sound. I think the Bright will offer also even more of this quality, so let's find out. Nice. Let's see how the 7th string works with the JCM 2000. Also, first on the Bright. Chuck's also very nice. That's cool. Let's try the balance 2, which is not so bright. Let's add some reverb to it. Let's see with the plate reverb again. Nice! Love it! Great! Very cool. The Marshall JCM 2000 is definitely a must-have. All right, let's check out. Here's another classic one which everyone seems to play. And this is the PV 5150. And let's try this first setting and gain balanced with a 7-string. Very nice. That has a typical aggressive PV tone. Let's try the gain fat setting. Also, I love it. That's great. Let's try the gain scooped. Definitely a chuggy sound. Sounds great. Although I didn't think that I liked the PV too much, but it really works nice with a 7-string. Let's try this one with a Les Paul. Let's again do the balance at first. Very saturated. That sounds nice. The gain fat. Let's detune again. And let's add some reverb to it. Great tone. Not my favorite kind of lead tone. It's a little bit too metal, but anyway, we are a high gain amp, so it's cool. Let's try the gain scooped. I think this is cool for rhythm guitars. Great, that sounds nice. All right, the next one is definitely a classic, and it's a Soldano SL100O. At first, let's try the drive balanced, which comes with the Marshall 4x12 cabinet Carl choosed, and let's see how this thing rocks. That's a great rock tone for me, and that's definitely that Soldano tone everyone is looking for. And let's try the next one, which comes with a Marshall cap. I think this is more kind of gain balanced. Okay, it's a little bit, definitely more gain. You know what? Let's add some reverb to it, because I think it's a lot of fun to play with it. I always love to play with some reverb. Let's try this amp, the Soldano with a 7-string, how it deals with a 7-string action. First we're using the drive, it's a little bit more dry. It's a great rock tone. Cool. Let's try a little bit more gain here with the Soldano voicing. Also very nice. Love it. It's not my favorite from this package. I think my personally favorite is the Mesa 2C Plus. As always, I love this amp. It's a Marshall JCM 2000. I'm really enjoying the Friedman, of course, and also dig the Framos Cobra and the Angerball. These are my favorites from this package. Let's try maybe to experiment a little bit with the IRs. Let's see. Maybe we can use the Powerball with a version 3 at first. Let's see how this sounds. Let's do just some chuck. Maybe let's try to use another IR. Now it gets difficult because I have so many of them. We're gonna use maybe the Marshall 4x12 Pulsonic. And now there is also a boomy one. The V3. It's really nice. I love it. I think it's more or less when you play alone without any any drum situation or stuff like this, because too boomy stuff actually hurts the mix, because there's always also a bass, and we need to leave the bass some frequencies on. But anyways, it works really nice, and it sounds killer. And I also used it in a demo track, so it doesn't hurt too much. Try it out. That's a good thing with the DIs. Guys, I cannot stress enough. Get the DI versions, because you're more flexible. And if you think, oh, the kept baked in sounds better, I have to say no. I did all of the Amalgam audio demos. I tried them all, really all, and nearly for a year now. And I always go back and through and just think the eyes are the best solution. At least for me, I'm telling just for me. So don't unfriend me if you are not on my on my page with this. But anyway, I cannot stress enough. Go to the DI folders, get your DI versions and work with them. And anyways, here you can experiment, and it's just day and night for some reasons. Because it's like in real life, when you use an amp and a different cap, it sounds totally different. So yes. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to the next Amalgam audio releases. I think will be very soon. You will find out. And please hit the like and subscribe button if you like what you see. And see you next time, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.